Welcome to Alicante, which is the final destination of my trip. Then I've spent a good week in Spain. Let's check out what there is to do here. So here we are, Alicante. First impressions, basically the exact same. Lots of concrete, little to see. Pretty much people just come here for the weather and the sea, which is fair enough because that part is quite solid, I guess. So I'll go check out the coast in a bit. Just wanted to walk through the center, have a bit of a look at the atmosphere. It's pretty much the same as I've seen in Valencia and Murcia. And Cartagena, just a little to distinguish between the cities, I would say. Now here finally a solid part of city. Some very cool buildings, little alleys. Feels a bit like Barcelona here. Finally some actual history and beauty in cities. So the awesome looking trees are actually called the Ficus morphila, which originates in Australia. Now this right here is actually awesome. This boulevard is actually what people come to Spain for, with the palm trees and especially just the tiles, the pattern. This is unlike anything else in Europe. Like Spain does its best, just you need to know where to find it. Haven't been impressed with Valencia as much as just having this street makes it worth a visit to Alicante to me. Just walking around here is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, this is a very solid boulevard. Might be the best I've ever seen. So that's Alicante for you. Final destination of this trip. Can you imagine having a street like this in your city? Like, yeah, in summer it's probably packed with tourists, like it deserves to be, but having a stroll here every day after work, sitting down for a nice beer, having summer all year round pretty much, right? Very solid. And that's the Crepost, the fortress of Alicante right up that mountain. I'm not going to climb it, it's way too warm and I can admire it from down here. Solid city so far, really. And in case you're wondering what the beach area of Alicante looks like, here we are. Not too bad with the forest in the background. It stretches on for a long time. I'm in an Indian restaurant here in Alicante and I'm starting off with papadums for a pre-course. I have a sort of lamb dish as a main, forgot what it was called, but it was very good. And got a naan bread as well. Just to sketch a bit of the vibe of Alicante at night. It's absolutely packed with tourists and locals alike. The atmosphere is very good. And it's the perfect city to go for a stroll, you know. Much more of a stretched layout than, for example, Valencia. And in the end, I like it more. I like the atmosphere more. I like the longer, wider streets more. Obviously the boulevard by the sea. Alicante is very solid. I would have preferred to stay a bit longer. This is very pleasant. I know, I just really like the way that all of this looks mesmerizing. Marble streets, you know, really does a trick for me. Here's the tram slash metro system of Alicante. For €1 and 45 cents you get a single ride in the central area, and you can actually take the tram all the way to Benidorm, which is like what, 40 kilometers, which is quite far. So here's the tram to the coast. I'll take this and explore a bit, I suppose. Here it comes. Public transport is quite decent, although I can imagine it's packed in summer. Right now, end of September, it is really manageable. Right, let's hop on. Many people going to the coast Saturday morning.
Madrid también creo que hacen algo así también, Fitur o no sé qué. Pero yo alguien, ¿eh? Sí. Pues nada, yo estoy esperando a que me llame la raíz. Cuando me llame, pues me voy para allá y Santa Pascua.
Took tram number 4 to Avenida de Naciones, and I am actually on the Costa Blanca here. That's where Alicante and Benidorm are on. It's the Costa Blanca. Right guys, so I got these water shoes from AliExpress, which are a fantastic deal. They cost like €1-2 or something, and you can just walk all over the rocks. Even though they're basically socks with some padding underneath. Right now I find myself in a sort of cove, and this looks like it would be very far outside of the city, but it is not at all. So I took tram number 4 from Alicante city, which is right there in the back. You can see the fortress, and tram number 4 took me to Avenida de Naciones, so Nations Avenue, and from there on I walked a bit south and found myself basically right here. Look at this, you can safely leave your stuff right here. There's just people chatting out, although it is not very busy. Keep in mind it is the end of September, but it is quiet. So you can just walk over these rocks like this, but you can just cool off here in this little cove. And then here you see that right up there's houses, so you're not far away from everything. But when you're tucked into this cave a little bit, you just go stand here. You feel like you're I don't know, some remote Caribbean island, even though you're basically in the metropolitan area of Alicante. Europe is fantastic, isn't it? Just for so much that you don't need to leave the continent for. Look at this. Right, in an Italian restaurant here in Alicante, and I'm starting off with the bruschetta, looking real nice. Treating myself to the steak right here. The specialty of the house looks really good. In Spain, or at least near the beach, this sets you back like €33 for the steak. I'm gonna enjoy this. Love it. Honestly, to me it's quite incredible that this is just in the middle of the city. Like it really is. Alicante is right behind that hill, and the tram stop is just up the street there. It's just, you know, what an amazing place. Doing the same restaurant as a steak, as was really good. Buenos dias desde Alicante. Last day in Spain. In about 5 hours, I'm back in the plane to Bulgaria. Again, don't know when I'll upload this, but it is end of September 2024, and I still live in Bulgaria at this stage. In December I won't anymore. But it was a pretty good trip. All in all, I've had a lot of fun dates. I had a good time, great food, nice people all around. Haven't seen a lot of spectacular sights, but the cities were pleasant enough to hang out in for a couple of days, and that's really what matters, right? I had a fun time. All in all, I rate this trip a solid 8 out of 10, because it was excellent weather, it was fun to be here, and I'm going to the airport a bit sooner because I now have lounge access. That means I can get to spend 4 hours in the lounge max and essentially just have lunch there before the flight, which is a great idea. So I'll catch you at the airport. Right, let's check out the Costa Blanca lounge here in Alicante. And here we are. Definitely worth it as far as I can tell. Yeah, this is a different league than the one in Sofia. Definitely